Morning, guys.
Good morning.
It's about 6:45 and it's cold.
Yeah,
There,
if you can't tell from my breath.
there's ice crystals on the tent. So we're making some coffee right now. We're nice and warm inside of our bags, but we have to get out of them, put all this away, and get moving. So
A frozen tent inside the pack.
we would just wait it out, but it's not gonna warm up today for a long time. Like, it's still gonna be 33 at 11, so we want to get to our hostel. I think it's about 30 right now.
Yeah, and when we get there, we can set the tent up again, hopefully, or lay it out in the sun and just let it dry out a bit more and air out.
Okay, so we're on trail and my hands have warmed up enough to get the phone out. Oh goodness, it was cold packing up. It was fine inside the tent getting dressed, but once we had to get out and take the tent down, that was cold. Our shoes were frozen, like our shoelaces were frozen and not pliable, so right now my shoes are not tied greatly, or not tied great. So then it was like sticking your feet onto blocks of ice. So my toes were freezing and feeling numb, but I remembered that Maddie had gotten me some toe warmers and hand warmers, or gotten us, for Christmas, and so I dug those out of the bottom of my pack and put them in my shoes, and it was wonderful. There's that Camino buff.
Good morning, everyone.
So thanks, Maddie, and my toes thank you too. So we had a little bit of service last night, a tiny bar, which allowed us to get like all of our text messages and our group chat updates. And in one of our group chats, our friend Beth was wanting to know about the bathroom situation out here. I'm sure there's more of you that are interested in that as well. Honestly, it has been the cause of the most anxiety for me prior to this trip and while we're on it. So here is the scoop on the poop. We have two options. We have the privies, which are located at shelters, and their shelters are about 8 to 12 miles apart. And most of them have a privy. I guess some won't when we get further north. So you saw the video of the privy. Matthew has no problem going in a privy. In fact, he's happy as a clam to visit every privy on this trail. I think it's probably from his time being deployed and going to the bathroom in gross places. I am having a hard time talking myself into using one of those privies, and think that it will have to be an emergency for me to do that. The second option is to dig a 6-inch cat hole and go and bury it. We have like a little lightweight trowel to dig the hole, and then you can bury the toilet paper. You can't bury anything else like baby wipes or any kind of sanitary products. All that has to be carried out with you. That option is not great to me either. As you can see, it's wide open out here. I can't imagine going out here and digging a hole and trying to go to the bathroom. So, as of right now, my body is on strike, and it's saying that it will go when we get to the hostel today. Obviously, I don't know that I can keep that up for the next 2,000 plus miles, but so far, options A and B aren't working for me. So, hope that answers your question, Beth. When you're on your nice warm potty today, be thankful and think of us out here and me trying to find a nice place to dig a hole.
All right, well, Christy is stopping to tie her shoes.
My shoelace is finally thawed.
We're about 3 miles in on today's hike, short hike, only about 2 more miles ago, but I just wanted to capture this view. I know that the video just does not do it justice, but just the rolling hills, just amazing. So it makes this all worthwhile coming out here and enduring the freezing cold nights like last night. Just come out for these views. It's incredible.
We're just about done for the day. We're heading into Woody Gap to get our shuttle to the hostel. But we passed some people who said there's trail magic up here. So that's exciting. Wow, all those hot dogs.
And they're still warm.
Yummy. We're writing them a little thank you note.
Hopefully.
I made it to the hostel.
Hello again, everyone. If you could only be here to see how many takes that we do this, because Christy just cringes at my intros and other things, but hopefully she lets us go. I haven't seen all the final videos, but I'm sure she cut out most of the talking that I end up doing in them. But we want to close out day 4. We are at the hostel above the clouds, and it's been wonderful. So these are very nice because they allow you to wash your clothes. They give you loaner clothes. This is the fancy sweatshirt I'm wearing and some fancy pajama pants that I have on. But they take good care of you. They took us to get barbecue, and tonight we were just able to relax and sleep in a real bed. Had showers, and tomorrow morning they're gonna cook us breakfast, and we're gonna take an 8:15 shuttle back to Woody Gap. Tomorrow morning, that's where they picked us up this morning, and then we'll continue on. Because the weather is so bad, they're calling for temperatures around 17 degrees tomorrow morning. It'll be about 22 degrees when we start hiking in the morning, and then it'll warm up throughout the day, but it's not going to get much warmer than that. So because of the temperatures are going to be so cold, Monday morning we also booked another room at another hostel. It's about 6 miles away from here, and so we'll do 6-mile hike tomorrow. We'll catch another shuttle back to a hostel, and I think temperatures get back up above freezing after that. So we're gonna play by ear, but still staying on our schedule, but we're really worried about safety and waking up in a warm bed versus a cold frozen tent. This morning was rough. I think Chrissy mentioned in earlier videos, but yeah, your hands are frozen just trying to pinch the tent clips apart from the floor and pull tent stakes up from a partially frozen ground. But we endured, and all worked out. We had great trail magic along the way, and blessed I think Chris can talk about a nice penny that we got.
So the trail magic was provided by a Baptist church that's local to the area, and they do it once a year, I guess. And they had all kinds of food and snacks for you to take with you, and hot dogs and coffee, and it was really nice. They gave us these little pennies. Can you see it? Or it looks like a penny, but it's got a cross stamped out in it. And she just told us that she just wanted us to know that they'd be praying for us. And
nice.
It was really nice. And then
Yeah.
as we were leaving, there was a guy that asked if he could pray for us, and he did. And so we just felt really blessed today. It was great.
All right, so I think we're gonna hit the rack and probably catch some of the Texas Penn State game. Go Longhorns! I know Michigan's out of it this year, so we're rooting for next best thing in Texas Longhorns.
No, I'm always rooting for Texas first.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. Thanks again so much for your support, and we'll update you tomorrow morning once we're back on the trail. Have a good night.